Hello, how are y'all today? Welcome back to Willie Farms, and we're still doing our main planting right now. We'll continue to plant things throughout the season just to successive plant some items, but we're still in the main planting phase where we don't have everything that we're going to put out yet, so we're still working on that. And right now we're going to be working on Painted Lady Improved Runner Bean. I got this from Seed Saver, and it's a lima bean type bean, and I'm not sure what the flavor is like, but it's got a lot of different colored blooms. The pink and white bloom on it attracts hummingbirds, and I just thought it would be a pretty thing in the garden. So that's what we're planting today, and if you can see that right there, it's just a speckled lima bean, and it's a runner, and we're going to plant that today. I don't think my bean's going to fit down in there. Oh, it does. Okay. Now we're going to be planting right down this row, and I've got a netting here that I had for my sweet peas, which didn't turn out fantastic, but I've still got it up here, so I'm going to use it. Now this is in partial shade, so I'm not sure how good this side is going to do, but I'm also going to plant it on the other side where it's getting that full day sun. Got a little limb hanging over here, pecan tree. My dad planted it, so I'm not going to cut it down, but I do definitely need to trim it up. All right, let's get to planting. And I don't have a lot of these beans, so I'm going to plant one bean per hole. Now these onions right here are what I'm growing. I'm trying to get seed out of them. I'm not sure they will work, but we're going to try it. We're trying to save these seeds because my little grandson Liam helped me plant these onion seeds. So did the other grandkids, but Liam helped me, and well, Liam isn't with us anymore, and makes me very sad that he is not, because I would love to plant some more stuff with that little fella. We're trying to save the seeds and see if we can regrow these seeds. That's a big bean. That ain't gonna fit. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beans left. That's getting close. I'm gonna plant some more bells. I'm gonna go ahead and extend this row out with bell peppers, and then we're gonna plant a different pepper in another row. These are California Wonders. They are an heirloom. Dig a hole a little deeper than what I'm going to plant them, because I'm going to add some rabbit manure, dab, and also my antacid talent, calcium carbonate, because the peppers do get the blossom end rot also. And what it always doesn't have to do with calcium deficiency in the soil, it is a calcium problem. Now, it could be just a calcium problem where it's not absorbing the calcium up because the water is not there. So, consistent watering also helps. It rained a little bit this morning, but it wasn't much. Yesterday it rained probably about half an inch. The day before, probably 1.5 inches, because I've got a total of 2 inches in my rain gauge over the past 2 days. Now we use a lot of bell peppers. It goes into a lot of different dishes that my son and his wife fix. Well, all my sons and their wives fix. Has a lot of bell peppers in them. I use bell peppers. Kathy doesn't like them as much, but she don't really like them. But we use a lot of bell peppers. The 3 main things, I've talked about it before, we eat out of this garden. The top 3 are going to be green beans, tomatoes, and then all the other beans, the horticulture, the limas, and then all the other stuff falls behind that. The greens, the squash, the cabbage, broccoli would be a big thing that we eat, but growing it here in the spring is just hit and miss, and mostly miss. So we're going to try it in the fall this year, and we're going to be planting a lot of it. We're going to try all our fall weather crops again. That will, if they produce well, it'll be more than enough. If they don't produce well, it should still be enough. I always overestimate what I'm going to plant, because sometimes they just don't work out like you want them to. And if I have more, I can find somebody that will take them. Almost guarantee it. And I'd rather have too much than not enough. And I don't mind giving my extras away at all. In fact, I kind of enjoy that. Now, at some point in time, maybe we'd have enough space where we could grow some to actually sell some. And that would be all right. But we're just not set up, don't have the means, don't have the time to do that right now, so we will just continue to bless people with them, because we have been blessed in the past by people helping us with things, so it doesn't hurt to do that at all. Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more holes. Do I have 4 more bell peppers? All right, my green beans didn't germinate. 0% germinated. They were on a ridge. It's just, I believe, bad seed. I'm down here on the lower part where I had some horticultures planted with my corn, and I've got just very, very poor germination. I've got 2 or 3 plants in 20 feet, and the ground is just too moist. the beans are actually rotting in the ground. I pulled a couple of these up. One started to sprout. That was the sprout off one of them. There's the beans that are rotting. There's a sprout off one of them. But that's as far as it got. It never did go any further. They just rotted right in the ground because too much moisture. And now I'm rethinking, do I need to have ridges in here instead of these flat spots? Because on the ridge I had probably 85 to 90% or higher germination on these same beans out of the same package, and down here they simply rotted. So if it's too moist, that's what will happen to your seed, and that is what's happened to mine. Now this is where I've got my beans planted. If you look right there, there's a bean right on top of the ground right there. And we have had enough rain that it's just pushed that right out of that loosened soil to where we put the divot in there to plant them. And they're just pushing, that moisture just pushing them right out of the ground. There's two more. And these were planted about an inch deep. But they just floated out of the ground with all the rain that we have had. So we're going to either have to wait till this dries out a little bit, so we'll have a chance to reseed this so it won't do this again. We can't continue to do this. We have to have these beans. There's another one on top of the ground right there, and it's just all over. I mean, this whole row is that way. All right, now other people may have done this before. I don't know. I haven't seen it, hadn't heard of it, so I don't know what happened. But I'm going to plant corn and beans in the same hole all through here. Got about 150 hills that way. These are a runner bean, and this is my Hickory King yellow corn that Mark gave me. So we're going to run those together and see what happened. Open up the beans first. Don't know what will happen. Maybe I plant them in different holes, maybe. I don't know, but this is what we're doing. And if I get more than one bean coming up, I'll let it go. If I get more than one corn in a hole, then I'm gonna pinch one of them off. And remember, count your blessings every day. And I believe you will find you're blessed far beyond measure. I know that I am. God bless. Bye.